Hey YouTube, this is DBG33K and I'm back with another little comparison between Windows Phone 7 and Windows Phone 7.5 Mango. So now we're going to take a look at the Zune Music and Videos section. So I'll click on both of those. So first off, okay, that's the history, sorry about that. First off, you see quite a bit, not quite a bit has changed, but there's a few notable changes on the main music videos screen. First, you can see that the background is much darker on the Windows Phone 7.5. As you can see, it's a little bit bright and makes it difficult to read on the Windows Phone 7, so that's why they've changed this. Now, I can't really tell if you can see this, but the play button is to the left of the music button in Windows Phone 7 versus Windows Phone 7.5. They have moved all of the words to the wall, the wall of the left, and put the play button at the bottom. Now, this is really kind of a personal preference. It doesn't really make a big difference. I guess it makes it easier for your thumb to hit that rather than having to reach for it in the Windows Phone 7. But I kind of prefer it over there. It was like that with the Zune HD. Now it's different, but I guess it makes more sense being able to reach it better. But as you can see, we have the same selection menu right here. We have music, videos, podcasts, radio, and marketplace. So you can hit play and it'll start playing all of your music. But let's not do that. Let's take a look to the right where the changes start. So first, in Windows Phone 7, you have a whole, whoops, sorry about that. You have your history, whoops, let me go back to that. But you didn't really scroll. You couldn't scroll down. In Windows Phone 7.5, you now scroll down as opposed to left or right. So in Windows Phone 7, you would have all of your options, or not options, excuse me, your history and what's new and all that kind of stuff would be oriented going horizontally, which is kind of a pain because then it just felt like it kept on going and going and going, versus Windows Phone 7.5, it's up and down. So if you know that you want to get to your new things that you've added, you can swipe to the left or right and get there instantly instead of having to swipe on and on and on until you get to your new stuff. So that's the biggest difference here, is it's up and down versus left and right. Yep. And then you got your, instead of saying marquee in Windows Phone 7 said marquee, Windows Phone 7.5 says apps, and those are the apps that link to your functionality in the the music and videos. And then back over to your main little page for media. So let's go into music for both of these. And here you can see it's very much the same. You have your selection here. Right off the bat you can see a small difference, visual difference. When you scroll up with this, you see your letter right there. Just keeps on going like that. With Windows Phone 7.5, it actually stays at the top, and then the next one bumps it. You see. Now this is kind of nice because if you're in a really long list of a certain letter, I guess if you don't know that those ones start with that letter, you can still see that letter's there. But unfortunately, that also means there's less space for you to see information. So there's this, where this main letter is, right there, there's also black space. Whereas here, the only black space was attached to the pivot titles. So it means seeing less information at one time, which I don't really like. I kind of prefer the way it was here, but it's also kind of a nice touch, when you see those two letters kind of bump one out of view, That's kind of nice, kind of a hassle. I'm sure it's something that you'll get used to after using. And it looks like we've got just about the same amount of pivots here. Playlist, genres, artists, yep, same order, same all that kind of stuff. So let's go on back. Now let's take a look. Take a look at videos. So let's see if I have the same. No, I don't. Okay. So with Windows Phone 7, when you go into a video, I turn the volume off. You go into a video. You don't have very many options for what to do with the video. You can pause it. You can hold it down to skip forward. That's about it. Or you could hit it in a kind of auto skip. but you couldn't tell it to, you couldn't drag it here, you couldn't tell it to fill the screen, anything like that. Windows Phone 7.5 fixes some of these things. I'm going to here, this is a full screen video clip, and here I can hold this little thing and drag it wherever I want. So put it right there, and take it to that part. Take it to that part. Pause it, and then here you can see this little button right here is very much like with the Zune HD. You hit it and it zooms it in. So this wouldn't work for this video. This video is subtitled, so if I can get you to a part where someone is saying something like here, you zoom it in, it cuts off some of the subtitles. You can still make out what he's saying, but it still covers it up. So I would definitely prefer this rather than stretching the image, but I guess it would be kind of nice to have that as an option just in case you're watching something subtitled. Overall though, it's very nice to see them add these features. These are features that most other OSs have in their video viewing, so it's good to see that the Windows Phone is catching up. Looks like we have the same pivot titles here as well, so nothing else new there. Going back, let's take a look at podcasts. Now here, there's not much difference in the interface and how podcasts work. It's about the same. The biggest difference with podcasts is that now you can download it over the air. I will get to that. If you go to the marketplace here, there's now a podcast section in the marketplace. Podcasts, and they have featured podcast, top, new. So pretty much like all the other marketplace pivot titles, they have that work with podcasts. So let's just click on this one. I've never seen it, don't know what it is. You can either, okay, looks like we're having trouble with the marketplace. I've been having some trouble today downloading stuff off the marketplace. See if that works. Okay, so you can see in my collection I don't have any, and then here's what they have in the marketplace. I can either click play to start streaming it, or I can click on the episode and I can choose down there to either subscribe to it, the series as a whole, or download this individual episode. Okay, download, and then right there you see it's starting to download. Very cool. That's a feature that Windows Phone 7 didn't have, the Zunes didn't have, so it's definitely a really nice, albeit it's a little bit too late, but it's never too late. It's a little later than we would have liked, but it's nice to finally have this feature here, for sure. So yeah, that was a quick look into the music and videos. Oh, another quick update is that it now supports gapless playback. I think it was added in the Noto update. I just noticed it a few weeks ago, and it is finally here. And I know that was something that I was really disappointed in with the pre-Noto build of Windows Phone 7, but it is now here, and it is functional, and it is fantastic. Anyways, thank you for watching, and there will be more parts to this little comparison series, but I hope you enjoyed this comparison of the music and video section of Windows Phone 7 versus Windows Phone 7.5 Mango. Thanks for watching, YouTube. See you later.